Every ton of steel on this planet came with roughly 2 tons of carbon dioxide attached, not from heating the furnace, from the recipe itself, because in a steel mill, coal is not the fuel. It is an ingredient. Roughly 8% of all global CO2 comes from this one material, the beams over your head, your car, your fridge. So how do you make steel without burning coal? You fire the ingredient, and the machine that does it has no flame inside at all. First, the old way, because the problem hides there. Iron does not exist as metal in the ground. It exists as iron ore, which is iron locked tightly to oxygen, rust in rock form. To get metal, something has to rip that oxygen off. That is the whole game. For 150 years, the ripper was carbon, in the form of coke, which is baked coal. Inside a blast furnace, carbon grabs the oxygen from the ore and carries it away as CO2. Read that again. The furnace is not polluting because it is hot. It is polluting because the chemistry demands it. Swap the heat source for electricity and you fix almost nothing. You have to swap the ripper. And there is another molecule that wants oxygen just as badly. Hydrogen. When hydrogen grabs oxygen, the exhaust is not carbon dioxide. It is water. The new process happens in a machine called a direct reduction furnace. Picture a tall steel cylinder standing on 4 legs. At the top, a hopper pours in iron ore pellets, small, dark marbles of concentrated rust. Low on the side, one thick pipe blows in hot hydrogen. The gas rises while the pellets slowly sink. On the way past, each hydrogen molecule tears an oxygen atom off the ore and leaves through the top as steam. What drops out of the bottom is gray, solid, and full of tiny holes. Steelmakers call it sponge iron. Notice what never happened. Nothing melted. The whole reaction runs below the melting point, in a tower with no fire in it. One step left. Sponge iron is iron, not yet steel. It falls into an electric arc furnace, a giant kettle where 3 thick carbon rods hang from the roof and fire artificial lightning into the metal until it melts. That kettle runs on electricity. If the electricity is renewable and the hydrogen was made from water with that same electricity, the chain is closed. Ore in, steel out, steam in the sky. This is not a lab story. In 2021, the Swedish Hybrid project, run by SSAB, LKAB, and Vattenfall, delivered the first steel made this way to Volvo. And right now, a company called Stegra is building a full-scale plant in Boden in northern Sweden, with roughly 700 megawatts of electrolyzers on site to make its own hydrogen from water. Production is planned for 2026, and the reported emissions cut is up to 95% per ton. So why is your car not already made of it? Because the new ripper is clean, but it is hungry. Making hydrogen from water devours electricity, and one plant drinks roughly the output of a large power station before a single pellet moves. That power has to be green, cheap, and constant, and in most of the world, it is at best 2 of the 3. This is the real villain, not the chemistry, the power bill. Green steel still costs more than coal steel, and every buyer has to decide if the cleaner ton is worth the premium. But look at what that villain accidentally does. For 2 centuries, steel mills were built on coal fields. That rule is now dead. The new plants are rising where electrons are cheapest, next to Nordic hydropower and future solar belts. Steel used to follow coal seams. Now it follows electricity. The map of an entire industry is being redrawn by a power price. And for you? The difference hides in plain sight. Spread over a whole car, the extra cost of green steel is small, a rounding error on the sticker price, and several car makers have already signed up for exactly that reason. The steel around you will change without ever looking different. So that is the answer. You do not burn anything at all. You swap carbon for hydrogen, CO2 for steam, and the coal mine for a power plant. If you want real answers on which energy tech is actually shipping and which is still a press release, this channel breaks one mechanism down every week. Subscribing means you get the next one. Somewhere in northern Sweden, a tower full of iron is quietly turning rust into metal, and the only thing it sends into the sky is steam.